race. Let's have a look at what happened here. They just couldn't take that corner.
Oh, he was avoided by the PSV car. Okay.
What's happened there, Bruce?
Well, he had a problem, basically. He couldn't go back on the power. I don't know. Technical problem, maybe electronic problem, maybe an engine problem. I'm not so sure. Just the car just stopped on his own. It's nothing to do with the driver.
And Dortmund, just up the road from here, have no representation now in race 1.
We're back with Antonio Pizzonia. AC Milan has posted the fastest lap with a 1:45.0, and again AC Milan 1:44.9. He's pulling the gap away 5/10 quicker than the Corinthians, but Antonio Pizzonia is going to carry on pushing for sure. AC Milan, Robert Donbus into the first sector, into turn 3, pushing hard. You can see very nice line through there. AC Milan leading, Corinthians second, and you can see at the back of the screen, Anderlecht still there, still doing a good job, lapping in the 1:45.6, which is nearly as good as the Corinthians.
3 cars out of the race completely. Borussia Dortmund, Flamengo and Roma all out of the race. Milan lead, Corinthians second, Anderlecht third.
Anderlecht, a young driver, Craig Dolby. He was a surprise for me, and he's still in the qualifying, and he's still doing a really, really good job. We're in lap 4 of the race, so another 4 laps before the window opens.
We're in turn 9, between turns 9 and 10. It's coming up to the fastest part of the course, and that means we'll be heading up towards the chicane next.
This is Andreas Zuber, Alain. He's 14th at the moment, lapping in 1:49.4. Not so good of a performance so far, but you can see he's pushing hard, and he's going to try to make his way up the grid again.
6 in race 1 at Donington, didn't manage anything in race 2.
Oh, and he went off. That's why he's last. He had done a good start, and that reminds me very much of Donington. The reason why in Donington he didn't score any points in the second race is that he went off in the rain, and the mistake he did was very similar.
Well, let's check on the leaders now. It's Milan, Corinthians and Anderlecht, 1, 2 and 3 at the moment.
Andreas Zuber, if he finishes last where he is now, he's going to start first in the second race.
Perfect. There's the leader, Robert Doornbos with Milan.
Fastest lap, Robert Doornbos, 1:44.9. Good performance, 5/10 quicker than the Corinthians, 6/10 quicker than Anderlecht. So very good performance from the AC Milan car. Oh, he's pushing really hard, locking the inside wheel and oversteering into the corner. Good car control.
Milan behind the wheel, the Formula 1 tester, Robert Doornbos. His auntie works as a physio at the Milan club, so he has certainly an affinity with Milan Football Club. Had a fuel leak in race 1 in Donington, and set the fastest lap time yesterday, 1:42.338. He's chasing that here.
Yes, he's really pushing hard, trying to make a gap. Robert used to live in Italy when he was younger and trained there a lot as he was making his way up the field in lower formulas. And he's into the last corner, pushing hard, relying on the tire very hard, and into the start-finish straight after 6 laps.
Milan still ahead, with Corinthians in second place, Anderlecht third, Galatasaray fourth, Basel fifth, Porto sixth, and Beijing seventh. This is Galatasaray.
Not such a good start of the race for Galatasaray. He started
Here he is in 4th position.
He started on the front row second, and being at the front row and ending up 4th after the start, it's not so good. So not such a good job for Galatasaray. He's currently lapping in the 1:46.2, which is 1.5 seconds slower than AC Milan. It's his sister car, so maybe they're on a different strategy.
We're counting down to the 44th minute. That's the clock in your top left-hand corner. When we get down to 0, just 1 lap left after then. But at the moment, Galatasaray in 4th position.
Yeah,
we're on board with Galatasaray.
Yeah, Galatasaray struggling a little bit into that corner. Didn't make the apex. Having lots of understeer meaning the front tires not having a lot of grip.
And moving at the field very nicely indeed. Beijing in 7th position now.
There is a great fight between FC Porto and Beijing. I can see Tristan Gomendi from Porto checking in his mirrors. Beijing, it's putting the pressure on him. And Alessandro Pierguidi into the chicane, braking super late and driving over the curbs, struggling to put back the power into the last corner, over the bumps. It's not as sharp as the AC Milan car. Obviously, Alessandro has less experience than Robert Dombos.
Let's keep an eye on Beijing because they're in 7th position, but they're pushing Porto hard in 6th. You can see they're right on their tail.
Beijing was starting from 15th position and he's now 7th, so very good move. Even for the championship, it's a very good effort from Davide Rigon, and I'm sure he's going to carry on putting the pressure on the Porto car. And he's only 4/10 away, so he's really inside of the toe of the Porto car. There you go. Tristan Gomendi not giving up and still holding hard onto his 6th place. He started in 8th position, so it's a good job for Tristan Gomendi. And we're on board with Tristan Gomendi going to the Schumacher SS. Should be taken flat. Not quite flat, but still using all the track length over the curb. 6th, braking at 100 meters into the SS, very tidy, taking it easy, a little bit of understeer. You can see the car not quite turning well. He's using all the track width. And Tristan into the chicane. Interesting to see how he was struggling a little bit yesterday, and he's using all the curves there. Very good.
Porto coming up to the final turn into the home straight. But he's being pushed all the way. Milan still lead, Corinthians 2nd. It's Anderlecht 3rd, Galatasaray 4th, Basel 5th. Porto just hanging on to 6th ahead of Beijing. 8th PSV. And the big surprise perhaps down in 11th place is Sevilla.
Yeah, they're not lapping super fast. He just posted his personal best with a 1:46.4. He's probably gonna do a pit stop very early, and we are looking at the lap times now, and everybody is lapping quite a lot slower now. The tires are going away a little bit, and the cars are still heavy, and we'll have to wait till the end of the race to see good lap times coming back.
The pit lane is open for business very shortly indeed. Watch out for the pit lanes because there will be some tyre changes coming up.
If we look at the gaps between the cars, we have AC Milan leading Corinthians 4.4 seconds behind. Then we have Anderlecht 5 seconds behind, Galatasaray 10 seconds away, Basel 13 seconds away, then Porto 14, and then it's a pack of cars within the same second. We have Porto, Beijing and Eindhoven.
Bruce, if you were leading the race, would you take your pit stop very late?
Yes, I think you have to stay on the track and try to extend your lead as much as possible and stay in the lead as much as possible. And the window is now open for the pit stop, but as you see, he carries on, he stays on track, and he has to pull away as much as possible.
And you can see the lead between Milan and Corinthians has grown.
Completely shrinked, and Anderlecht is only 3/10. Only 3/10 behind Corinthians. He might make an overtaking maneuver.
Is there a problem for Corinthians?
Porto in the pit lane now, doing a pit stop as well as Galatasaray. They probably started with all the tires. Galatasaray and the pit stop, no problem, changing the wheels, changing